Here goes day 2 at the fair. Ready for the line. So I'm late, which is was fine with. I was busy, but there's basically no line today. Yesterday there was all this holding area, so I feel like showing up at 11:30 for my 10 o'clock reservation is great. Yay! My umbrella just blew inside out. There's basically no lines. This is so exciting. I'm gonna go in my same gate, Japan gate. All right, I'm ready. They actually scan your liquids here if you have bottled beverages, and then I have a Camelback in my bag, so I have to take it out and they run it through the x-ray. Here I go! And I'm in! It took 5 minutes! That's incredible! Back in the East Gate Square. I know my way around, so I don't need to go see everything and get the lay of the land anymore. I'm headed straight over to the Scandinavian countries. They all seem to share a pavilion. It's in an area kind of near the water where the water show fireworks stuff happens at night. So I'm gonna just go start getting in lines for non-reserved things. I don't have any reservations today. The reservation system is horrible, and I've kind of written off. I'll see what I see, and I'm totally okay with that. There was Derek mentioned that there's some extra ticket that you can buy to get access to more stuff, but honestly, I was just overloaded mentally with the stuff that I saw yesterday, so I'm just gonna see what I see and enjoy the heat as much as I can. I got a new umbrella, much better. I guess I lost that shitty one for a reason, and I figured out that I can hang it off my coat so it's easy access up front here. I got I'm not quite reset up, but I got my water Camelback here because it's hot. Yesterday I brought a water bottle too, which was just extra heaviness to carry around and unnecessary with the Camelback, so I don't have that today. And I'm just ready for day 2 at the fair. Konnichiwa. Arigatou gozaimasu. Another day 2 pro tip is that it's very shady and cool inside the ring. And it's been very breezy for the most part throughout the fair. So definitely if you're walking long distances, under the ring is the place to be. Yesterday I went up these stairs to see the top. And I got my lay of the land. I basically walked halfway around the ring, which is about a half kilometer. I haven't gone all the way around the ring. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. The ring, you can't go all the way around at ground level. It kind of ends when it reaches the water. And it switches to a road. I saw some electric buses running on that road, so there may be a shuttle, but I haven't looked into that. Another thing I figured out, I was running out of power for my phone by the end of the day, and I really didn't see power outlets anywhere, but there's these benches underneath the ring that everyone's waiting on, and not all of them, but some of them have a bunch of power outlets. The ones I found were at the end of the ring near the water, near the West Gate, on the West Gate side. So, also inside the ring are country pavilions, like that's Qatar behind me. I didn't love Qatar. And it's right next door to UAE, which is full of these wooden reed towers, and it smells so good in there. And it was kind of interesting. Saudi Arabia was the most interesting structure that I saw yesterday. The first show and the only reservation show that I saw was the about the ocean pavilion. It's outside the ring. So the things outside the ring are for companies and other topics, not country specific. And the ocean show was a really good starting point for me. The deep blue ocean, I think it is, maybe. It's the only one, as I said, that I could get a reservation for, and it was a really good start. A lot of these pavilions have ocean-themed content because we really need to protect our oceans, and pollution is a huge problem, especially plastic pollution. Several countries have exhibits pointing that out, and I'll be sharing content about those. Portugal is one of the ones that had a really great immersive video sort of experience that I saw yesterday. In the evening, I was able to breeze through quite a few pavilions quickly because the lines did get shorter, which I was informed by YouTube in advance. Just a note, I did see stairs first. That's the way I went up to the top of the pavilion. But there are also escalators, as you can see here, to get up there. So I have now reached the water on this walk, which, as I said, is the end of the walkable area of the pavilion. So here you can see behind me, it switches to a no access area with just roads. So that's where I'm gonna head in this way towards the waterfront properties, which include Scandinavia. So here I go. So this is as I'm arriving at what I just called the waterfront properties. It includes Bahrain, Turkmenistan. That wooden structure that I'm just about to not see is the Scandinavian countries that I'm planning to hit. But I just want to walk over to the water really quick and show the Grand Ring, I believe is its official name, the largest wooden structure in the world, which spans the entire perimeter of the fair. It is quite an impressive structure, especially at night when it's covered in people for the water show, fireworks show, and drone show that all happen here in this area. I said Scandinavian, but I meant Nordic. All right, let's get in there. Here I come. I am off to a great start. This is barely a line. It's kind of lunchtime, which there was a recommendation to eat lunch before 11 or after 2 in one of the videos I watched. I didn't have lunch till 3:30 yesterday, so my schedule's been real funky, but excited to get into this one and see. It looks like 5 countries recommended, or 5 countries, and I'm trying to blank on that, were represented. Well, I'm very happy with the Nordic Circle exhibit. They explained how they do life. I have some books that I've bought. I think Higgy, some phrase coming to mind. And it's Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Scandinavia, Finland, maybe one other. All right, off to Malta. This building is vibrating. I'm excited for this one. Look how short that line is. What is this? $20,000 experience. I don't know, maybe there is no line. Here I am at the top of the Chechia exhibit at the Osaka World's Fair Expo 2025. And it's about 1:30 and I got here at like 11:30, so I've been here 2 hours and I am making incredible progress at seeing a bunch of stuff. Well, I haven't covered a lot of ground, but I've been to 3 expos, or 3 exhibits in that time. Starting with the Nordic exhibit, which is right here in front of me, with the blue umbrellas down below. Followed by Malta down below. And then here I am at Czechia, which is formerly known as Czech Republic. That's where Prague is, which I got to visit last October. I was reminded that Mucha is from here. There was an interesting quote by Mucha on the wall, which has to do with art being an expression of spirituality, which I found interesting. And the exact quote is not coming to mind at the moment. Prague, Malta down below. Not the most exciting exhibit, but it had it has a cool roof. I didn't notice that. Look at this tile roof, pretty cool. Great video, which I recorded. Did make me want to visit. It's off the coast of Italy, small island country in the Mediterranean. And then this exhibit was really about art, mostly, the Czechia one. But over there you can see the Grand Ring and where the fireworks water show last night was, which is called, you can see the sign for it. My screen is so dim I can't see, but Under Midnight Rainbow. And I have technically till 8 or 9, so several hours to go. I do want to hit Netherlands, which is over where those red and white balls are, spheres. And I'll see what else there is. I just stopped here for a brief break. There's a bar at the top serving Pilsner or Kel. There's me in the window. Cheers. I found out that, or they noticed they had cans of N.A. Suntory. There was a lemon spritz of sort, which is what I've had, which is really just lemon tonic water. It's pretty good. And there's a highball that I didn't try, but maybe next time. I did try to go into this vibrating exhibit, which is called Null Squared. Interesting name, but it requires reservations, and the reservation system does not work. So, all right, I'm off to the next adventure. Waiting in line for Singapore, and I figured out this handy hands-free umbrella technique. Just getting better at this fair every moment. Well, I just had some fair magic, which was so wonderful. and it couldn't have happened at the more perfect pavilion, Serbia. This father said hello to me in line, and I ended up talking to him and his 3 kids and wife the whole time, and it was about like a half hour, 40-minute wait probably. And they were so nice, and I knew no Japanese, but they figured out how to ask me questions in English, and we talked. The older son is 16, he's going to Australia, and I said I went to Australia when I was 16 and did a homestay. And there was a little boy and a little girl, and they were so cute, and then they were asking me, the girl likes Starbucks, and I showed her pictures of Starbucks, and the little boy was asking me about Disneyland, and it was just so wonderful, so fun, and they were so joyful. And then we got into the exhibit, and we went through it together, and it was about playing, so I did it with them. I jumped in front of a screen with them that mirrored you and did cool things, and there were all these Rube Goldberg machines with marbles, and we all got to take a marble at the end as a reminder of the things. So I will cherish this marble and remember enjoying that exhibit with them. I took a selfie before we went in because we were having such a good conversation in line, and then took another one with them at the end on their camera. And super fun. Also, the marble, the Rube Goldberg things reminded me, the design of them reminded me of Machinarium, the computer game, and I need to check out if that's what it was. I asked and they didn't know the artist. So anyways, fair magic happened, so I'm very excited about that. All right, it's 5:30 and I have lots of time, but we'll see where I go next. I'm just leaving the India exhibit. Ooh, they have food. Okay. And I crazily just got recognized because I was checking out at the bazaar because I bought a pin and some incense. The incense smelled so good, and the guy was checking me out, and a woman next to him was like, he was here yesterday, or I saw him yesterday. She was the woman who took my order when I got that Osaka pancake for lunch. So weird that she recognized me. Anyways, India was fun, interesting. Not fun, but I learned a bit. The main thing I appreciated was learning about the temples on the Himalayan temple tour. Temple pilgrimage, not tour. All right, India is a beautiful lotus flower. I'll try to get a picture of it. Indonesia was very interesting. There was a movie that I recorded that talked about monsters taking over and a plague and pollution on Earth and monsters wiping everything out. So that's where we are. It's 7 o'clock and I'm going to Australia because there's no line here. Oops. Can I do this? Thank you. Oy, 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 what a day. I am done with pavilions. I can't walk anymore. I just breezed through Vietnam randomly on my way to go find food, and they had banh mi and Vietnamese coffee. Super dumb drinking Vietnamese coffee at 8 p.m. So hopefully I can sleep, but I think the tiredness of my body will help me sleep, hopefully. We'll see. amazing day 2 at the World's Fair. Better than hers right now. I saw so many things, more than I anticipated. I checked a lot of boxes. I learned a lot. It was kind of it was different themes today. I feel like it was a very well-rounded 2 days at the fair, I have to say. I'm planning to post not a chronological experience of the fair, but sort of a book report summary of some of the topics and takeaways that I have. The biggest theme was about protecting our oceans. But there was also a very spiritual connectedness of all of it, and ties into the learnings I'm having about Buddhism, and all of us being one. And so I'm really glad that I came. It seems like the perfect time to be here. There's chaos happening in the US right now, which I'm seeing a bit of. I'm seeing a lot of on my phone just because I open my social media apps to look at what I'm sharing, and I have to learn about what's going on. So it's, for reference, it's the South Park Day. But I am enjoying myself and happy that I am seeing opportunity and progress and hope and ingenuity and artistry and creativity and kindness and compassion, and I just couldn't ask for more from this experience. So I definitely think I have learned a lot. It solidified a lot that I was already learning, and fuels my next steps, which is very exciting. So if anyone wants to come to the fair, I highly recommend it. It's an easy flight from Seattle, and it goes through October. That's it for this moment as I head to the Grand Ring to sit and watch the water show that I saw last night from the top of the Grand Ring. I'm gonna watch the second showing of it here tonight from the other side, because I suspect that you can see the animations a lot better from this side. And the busier show was earlier, as you can see and have seen around me. A lot of people are leaving. And then I'm also gonna catch the drone show at 9, because I had kind of a bad viewing angle for that. So here I go. Well, it was a successful day and final day at the World's Fair, Expo 2025 in Osaka, Japan. The drone show is so cool and really interesting, and I love that they end it with telling you how to leave. So had a great time, so glad I did this. And now I'm leaving a little faster than last night to beat the rush, although it is incredible how they get everyone out of here on subway trains that just keep filling up and coming and going. So that's it for now. Look at all the flags. I'm taking this cheeky outside route where there's no people. Apparently cheeky is my new word for sneaky pathfinding. All right. Where are they fitting all this? Metro card. Don't have enough money. 1603. Everyone just paid that quickly. So crazy. This is nuts. There's a train down there right now. Crazy. I can't believe I just walked right on a train. Unbelievable.
りました。日本の方の動きが結構するみたいです。
本日も大阪駅をご利用いただきましてありがとうございます。この電車は長野行きです。発車までしばらくお待ちください。Thank you for
Comes another train on the other side.
This train is bound for Nagata. We will be departing soon.
With this train.
長野駅扉閉まります。扉にご注意ください。
次はコスモスクエアです。ニュートラムはお乗り換えです。The next stop is Cosmo Square, C10. Passengers can transfer here to the new tram. 西日本最大級の医療系総合大学、森の宮医療大学。